Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another week of English home learning for Edinburgh class. Now for the next couple of weeks we're going to be having a look at some of the Greek myths. We're going to start off with one all about King Midas. So there'll be 4 or 5 different lessons this week for you to watch and do some work each day around King Midas. Let's get started with the story. There was once a king called Midas who was almost as stupid as he was greedy. When there was a music competition between 2 gods, Pan and Apollo, Midas was asked to be judge. Now Pan was Midas's friend, so instead of listening to the music to judge whose was best, he decided to let Pan win even before they began to play. Comparing Apollo's music with Pan's is like comparing a golden trumpet with a tin whistle. But Midas had already made up his mind. Pan was better. Oh, definitely, no doubt about it, Pan was the better, he said. On and on he went, praising Pan, until Apollo turned quite scarlet with rage and pointed a magic finger at King Midas. There's something wrong with your ears if you think Pan's music is better than mine. Nothing wrong with my ears, said foolish King Midas. Oh no? Well, we can soon change that. When he got home, Midas's ears were itching. He looked in the mirror and, horror of horrors, his ears were growing. Longer and longer they grew, furrier and furrier, until he had brown and pink donkey ears. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is have a look at some questions. So here are the 5 questions I want you to have a go at around this part of the story for today. Pause the video while you have a go at them and then check back for your answers. Okay, let's check our answers. What were the names of the 2 gods who were having a music competition? They were Apollo and Pan. Number 2, who was going to judge the music competition? Midas, King Midas was going to be the judge. Number 3, why did Midas choose Pan to win the competition? Because he was his friend. So he didn't choose the one that was the best, he chose because he was his friend. Number 4, what colour did Apollo turn when he was angry? He turned scarlet, a kind of red. What made Midas's ears turn into donkey ears? It was the pointed finger from Apollo that made that happen. Well done with those. Okay, let's carry on with our work for today. Okay, so the next thing I want us to have a think about is the picture from the story. What would each character be saying in this part of the story? So this is at the beginning of the story. Here's Pan and Apollo and King Midas. Can you write what you think each character would be saying at this part of the story? And pause the video while you do that, and then you can save that work for later. Okay, well done with that part. Let's keep working. So today, this week, I want us to have a think about conjunctions. Conjunctions help us to join ideas in a sentence. And today I want us to have a look at these conjunctions. Because, if, when, until, although. So what I want you to do is I'm going to read the sentence. I'm going to miss out a word where I think you could join those 2 parts together with a conjunction. And I want you to choose which conjunction you think from that list would best fit in. And it'd be really good practice if you copied out the whole sentence in your best handwriting with that conjunction in it. So here's the first one, and then you can pause while you copy it out and fill in your conjunction. King Midas believed that Pan played the best music, something he was his friend. Which conjunction would make most sense fitting in there? Okay, so pause while you do that one, and then we'll read the next sentence. Okay, let's have the next sentence. Apollo turned scarlet with rage, something King Midas praised Pan's music. Okay, so pause while you write that one down. Choose the best conjunction. Okay, let's have a look at the third sentence. Midas's ears grew blank. They were brown and pink donkey ears. Okay, pause and choose your conjunction. Okay, let's check those three now. King Midas believed that Pan played the best music because he was his friend. So well done if you chose because. Apollo turned scarlet with rage when King Midas praised Pan's music. And the last one, Midas's ears grew something until they were brown and pink donkey ears. Okay, well done with those three. Let's have a look at a couple more. King Midas said that Pan's music was better, something Apollo didn't believe this was true. Okay, so pause while you have a go at that one. Okay, let's look at the next one. King Midas would not be able to cope, something his ears were very itchy. Okay, have pause while you have a think of that one. Okay, let's check. King Midas said that Pan's music was better, although Apollo didn't believe this was true. King Midas would not be able to cope, something his ears were very itchy. King Midas would not be able to cope if his ears were very itchy. Okay, this is what I want you to have a go at now. Now can you write 3 more sentences about this part of the story using some of these conjunctions we are working on? So using some of those: because, if, when, until, or although. Okay, so you can pause now while you write 3 more sentences about this part of the story. Okay, let's have a look at some of the tasks you can choose now for this week or for today. So some creative tasks for today. You can choose which one you might want to have a go at. Can you create a musical instrument for the competition that Pan and Apollo had? What instruments might have been around in ancient Greece? You might want to do this one. Can you draw King Midas with his long furry donkey ears? Or could you write the magic spell that Apollo might have used to turn King Midas into a donkey? Okay, some little jobs for you to do today. Okay, let's keep working. Second thing for you to do today is to have a little work on these spellings. Because, probably, believe, promise and surprise. They're all from that spelling list that came on the video a little while ago. So hopefully you've been practicing them anyway, so they shouldn't be too tricky. But if not, here's 5 I want you to really have a good go at working at this week, and we'll test them out in some sentences later in the week. A good way to practice your spellings, remember, is to write each word down 3 times, practice it. Create a mnemonic to help you learn it. So that's one of those funny little rhymes. So like when it's because, we sometimes have that big elephants can't always understand small elephants. Or you might be able to make up your own little rhyme to help you with some of those spellings. You might write each word on paper, play pairs or snap with them. Write each word into a sentence, or write the word in different colours using your fancy pens and your pencils. Okay, let me just flick back to those spellings for you to have a look at. Make sure you write them down before the video carries on so that you've got them. Because, probably, believe, promise, surprise. So remember to pause if you need to write them down. Okay, so don't forget to send me some pictures of the work you complete this week, particularly your speech bubbles part or some of your creative tasks. You can send it to my email address, which quite a lot of you have been doing already, and it's great to see all that different work. You can also add any work to the school Twitter account at Newlands_PS. But for now, stay safe, have a good week, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next video for our English work. Bye for now.